Welcome back to another episode of Chalk Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Tony,
And Nick.
and this is episode 8, guys. Episode 8, the last leg of the Triple Crown, the Belmont Stakes. How's it looking, Nick?
It looks good. It looks good. I think we're gonna have a good race. We got two new ones coming in that haven't raced the Preakness or the Derby.
All right.
So we'll see. And Rodriguez finally showed up as of now.
Hopefully.
So we'll see.
Yes, I'm not going to say too much. At the end of the video, we'll sound the alarm. I'm just letting you know, I'm going to sound the alarm at the end of the video. So stay tuned to the end,
tuned.
guys. Really
Don't want to let the secret out.
Can't let the secret out. The cat's not going to come out the bag yet.
Can't let him out, huh?
Not yet. But we're looking at, what, 8 horses, right?
Eight horses out now.
You know, there's going to be 2 new horses that we haven't seen in the Derby Trail, right?
Yep. And they're saying it has a good chance. They have a good chance.
Good chance. So let's go ahead and show them the field. Let's show them the first horse. Show them the first horse here with our... Can you see that?
See it.
First horse is Hills Road, guys. Hills Road, trainer Chad Brown. And I believe his jockey is Irad Ortiz, right?
Irad Ortiz, yes, sir. 14-year-old veteran. He has 2 first places, 3 seconds, and 1 third in the Belmont. And then Chad Brown, he's a veteran trainer as well. He has 2 first places, 2 third places. So he's been there before and he's won a couple.
And it looks like he's actually raced a couple Kentucky Derby foals. Owen Almighty, Citizen Bull.
Yeah.
You know, he's ran against good horses. So I'm looking at his last speed figures at 113 in the Peter Pan. I think that's the race I'm willing to show the crowd.
All right. So let's see it.
Hills Road has a good jockey, good trainer. I'm assuming it's going to be the horse of the field, you know, as in he's familiarized running in New York. So
yeah, he likes running in the middle of the pack. Oh, we'll see what he can do. This horse started his career up in, they sent him to Ireland. He ran 2 races over there.
And
he ran with the big boys over there. So, and then shipped him back home. So here we go.
He ran turf, right?
Yeah, he ran turf.
All right, cool. Damn. So, and you say he ran with the big boys and what?
They sent him right away to a big course. They sent him to Leopardstown. It's a big course up in Ireland.
Oh, okay. Damn.
So, yeah.
Good facts to know. He comes from, well, he doesn't come from the European track, right? He just sent him down
from Kentucky, shipped him to Ireland. And he made his way back home.
That's good to know. Well, just so you guys know, guys, I'm going to play the video. I cannot show you guys the sound, copyright purposes, but they're off. We're looking at the
number 4 is Hill Road, right?
Yep, number 4. That's correct. Number 4 horse. And you know, the favorite in this race, Captain Cook. So this horse was actually labeled to be one of the good Kentucky Derby contenders.
For sure.
But just couldn't get the points. Didn't qualify. They marked him as a favorite in all his young career. Also, he raced a foal called Uncaged. So Uncaged is in the race of the Belmont Stakes. So his road has faced also rivals as he's going to face in the Belmont. So I'm interested.
As you can see, 4 is Ross laying back. He hasn't made his move yet. As soon as they hit this turn, they'll watch him.
Just laying back.
There. He's almost ready to turn it on.
Look, he goes with that outside horse, the number 9. You see it? He's just stalking that 9. He's like, okay, open up the room for me. And he goes. He's asking him. Look at that. Look at that run from the outside. And it looks like he can go wide then, huh?
Yeah. He's what, 3 wide? 3, 4 wide? It's like 4 wide.
About 4 or 5 wide, yeah.
And there he goes, coming for home. Now he's pumping. He's asking him, let's go.
You wouldn't think he would close, but look. At the wire, beats him by
almost by a full length.
Yeah, almost by a full body, yeah.
And you know,
that performance, Nick, has me thinking, hey, this horse has something, man. Like if you think about it, yes, Sandman runs a similar race to him. Like Journalism also runs this type of race. He can
with a layback.
You know, Sovereignty does something similar too. So The question is, where is he going to be positioned in this race? And I'm
Yeah.
kind of curious to see if he can hang with the big boys because he's running against tough horses, man.
Yeah.
Tough horses that you have your Kentucky Derby winner in this race, Sovereignty. You have your Preakness winner,
Yep.
Journalism, in this race. Question is, can Hills Road handle the pressure? Can he handle being with the big boys?
Yeah, for sure.
Because he hasn't raced in a big race like this.
What I think might help this horse though, that it's not really a big field like a Kentucky Derby 20 horse field.
That's true. That's
So
true.
I think that might be on his side. That might be a pro for his
Yeah,
side.
this is literally an 8 horse field. So it's going to play on his side. You're right. It's going to play on his side. On to
Well,
our
we'll
next
see. And then
horse.
I thought that the weather was going to affect this race, but it seems like it's only going to rain in the morning and there's like a 70% chance for the rest of the day.
Yeah, because I know
So we might see him just stay along that rail.
the race is gonna be at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, and 5 p.m.
Yeah. So
Pacific.
the rain there might be no
Yeah.
rain.
So the rain, if you're saying it's gonna be early rain, that rain
Yeah.
might just moist up the field.
I think it might be perfect conditions for a couple of horses, especially if you were a turf horse and you like that soft ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
That might be in your favor.
So he ran his first 2 races in turf, so it might help him out.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not gonna say this is a horse that's gonna win, but he could be in your exotics.
People are talking about this one, and another one we're gonna get to. I don't want to spoil
The fun yet?
the fun. I want you guys to stick around and find out who that other horse is.
Yeah,
But
let's go. Let's go to
I'm
our
definitely
next
gonna keep this
horse.
one on.
Maybe we get closer to that horse.
There you go.
Our next horse is your Kentucky Derby winner, Sovereignty. Sovereignty coming with William Mott and the stables that everybody loves, the Godolphin
The
Racing.
Dolphins, yes sir. William
And
Mott has won 1 first, 2 seconds, and 1 third, and the jockey Junior Alvarado, which I find odd, is that he's never won a Belmont.
yeah, and
Yeah.
he's been that's
He's an
one of
18-year
the
veteran.
horses.
He's been riding for 18
Yeah.
years, and so we'll see.
I
He's
didn't
got
want to
a
bring,
good
I didn't
owner.
want to, I didn't want to bring this up, Nick, but Sovereignty did get overwhipped. Remember, Junior Alvarado got
That's right.
fined. He got fined for
60,000, no,
overwhipping
60 or 65,000.
60,000, and he was suspended, I think, 2 days only or something like
Yeah.
that. And let me tell you this, Nick. I may be the biggest hater of Sovereignty, but I also like the horse. Good horse. But I think if he didn't get whipped, could he have gone in there?
I think the horse was running. The horse never pulled back. I could see you whip him when he slowed down, but this horse was running. I think he just got overexcited.
You think that's what it was?
I think the emotions took over and he wasn't counting anymore. And just we could see it in the replay. Are you gonna do the Derby or are you going somewhere else?
Yeah, we're gonna show them the Derby right now, even though we already recapped the Derby, but that's the best race to show
We'll see what he
the
does. We'll see if he
audience.
slows down.
I did see maybe in the last about furlong or so that the horse was kind of slowing down. I did see the possibility of Baeza passing through. I don't know. I might just be hating. I might
If we
just
would have
be.
had 10 more feet, Baeza would have took it.
You think so?
He was coming full steam. Well, we'll get to him. We'll get to him right now.
I'm gonna share it now. Loading up the
See, I'm
horses.
putting him in.
No, this is the wrong race, guys. I put Derby and it popped up as a Preakness. That is crazy. Bear with me, guys. I am
There
sorry.
it is.
There you
There we
go.
are.
There we are. Technical
And there they
difficulty,
go.
and they're off. And we could be sitting a similar race if it's this wet, but we don't know how wet it's gonna be. You see how
Yeah,
these
it's just
pulled out? Yeah.
70% chance it'll rain that night.
So they're off. Once again, copyright purposes, guys. We cannot share audio, but we're looking at the number 18
Number
horse.
18 horse.
But if you guys also want to see journalism, here's the number 8 horse. So
Number 8 as well. So we'll kill two
yes,
birds with one stone.
killing 2 birds with one stone, guys. And this was a good race. Really, really, not a really fast pace, but really, quick pace. I honestly admire the way I'm not saying sorry. Sovereignty is riding. He's far back. He's the 4th horse to last right now, all in blue. And he is a very, very stalking horse. Look, he's the 4th horse all the way in the back right now. just following, stalking. You know, the mid pack. The mid pack is the one he's stalking. He's not even stalking the leaders. You know, and it shows you what tough what a tough SOB he is.
And there
You
goes
know,
journalism on the outside, making his
journalism on outside.
way through
Look how
the
sovereignty
pack.
lets journalism make his race. Number 8 horse, 18 on the back. Look how sovereignty's just letting journalism clear the path for him.
Once again, that's a move you see a lot in Europe, that they do that. They let the more experienced rider show the way because he can't see in front of them, and they just follow right behind him. You'll
You
see
see what
that
I'm
a
saying?
lot.
Look,
And here they
look how
go.
sluggish. Look. I don't know why. This is where I think he looks sluggish.
Here we go.
That last furlong, I just feel like he overwhipped them. I don't know. I
I think
might be
emotions
hating.
just got over.
You think that's what it was?
I think emotions got over him. He wasn't counting anymore.
But you know what I liked about that race, Nick? He showed grit. So, some
Yes.
horses that get over whipped, sometimes, chicken out and they pull or, they feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable. And he showed that he had it in him.
Yeah, he had the finish line in sight, and that's what he wanted.
It's
He knew what he was
crazy.
going to do. He
It's
had one
crazy.
goal, and that was to win.
And once again, I might be Sovereignty's number one hater, but, I will not discredit how of a power horse he is.
Yeah.
I
He's
can I
definitely
can
a big
say that.
horse, big, powerful horse.
And once again, his jockey's not new to the game. His jockey's a veteran as well.
18-year veteran.
He's an 18-year veteran. He has also a great trainer as well. We'll see what he's gonna do. We'll see what he's gonna do. I'm not gonna give my opinion on him too much, but he is a horse that you guys can mess around with exotics. So
Yeah,
just
definitely. Keep him
keep
in.
him around Hills Road, Sovereignty. But the next horse, the horse we all
This is
been
it.
waiting for, the horse
Two
that's been playing.
scratches. I thought he was going to go for the Triple Crown of Scratches, but he made it. He
They,
made
they're
it to this
calling
one.
they're calling him the Houdini of horses. Now you see me, now you don't. But he is arriving at the Belmont Stake. Yes,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen, Rodriguez is here and he's ready to run these guys down.
He's got veteran trainer Bob Baffert, 46 years in the business. He has 3 first places, 3 second places at the Belmont.
And can we know the jockey? Let the
And the
people know.
jockey,
Let
Mike
them know.
Smith,
Mikey
coming
Mike.
in at 43. He's been 43, riding 43 years. He's a veteran out of the West Coast. He rides, usually used to ride in the West Coast, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've seen him, Hollywood Park.
Yeah, Hollywood Park, Santa Anita, Del
And
Mar,
he has 3 first, 1
Pomona.
second, and 2 thirds at the Belmont.
Yeah, and that's my jockey. That's my guy right there. And you know what? This is my ace under my sleeve, Nicholas. I've
This is it,
decided,
huh?
I've thought about
Rodriguez,
it.
he made it.
Rodriguez
With
is
his little bruised foot and everything.
his little bruised foot. It's been healed.
There you go.
He's gonna
They
do
did
the
the
magic.
Sana Colita de Rana and sent him out there. Let's go. I like it.
And
And also, I have a quick point. Belmont. The Belmont usually used to be run at a mile and a mile and a half, Tony.
that's right.
And because they're renovating Belmont, they moved it over. They're running at Saratoga, this one.
No wonder, dude.
So this one's going to be only a mile and a quarter,
No wonder, dude.
which might help a couple horses.
I thought they were doing a Mandela effect on me, dude. I remember it was a mile and a half, and I saw that was a mile and a quarter this time. I'm like, what? Why? What? When
Yeah.
did it change?
Yeah. So that might help a lot of horses that, aren't used to running that far. Gave them a
Yeah.
chance, this one.
Yeah, Rodriguez has ran at a mile and 1/8, so that's 1 furlong more he's gonna have to run.
Yep.
His last speed feed, he shows good speed feed. We're talking about 128.
Wow.
And I forgot to share Sovereignties. Sovereignties was 131, so they're there. They're there. Hills Road was 113, but Rodriguez, the current horse we're talking about, is at 128.
But
That's
you
the
gotta
current speed
you
figure.
gotta also acknowledge that each course, each track has its own rating, Tony.
Oh, really?
So a 128 at Saratoga might be different than a 128 running at the Derby at Churchill.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because
So all that is considered. It's actually like in golf, they have par for the course.
yeah, his
So
last
some
race.
courses might be par, but it's actually like 68.2 because it's a little harder course to play.
Oh, okay. His
So it has a
last,
different
yeah,
a
my bad.
different a different par.
His last race was in Aqueduct in Belmont, so I want to assume it's gonna be similar to
But
Saratoga.
yeah,
I might be wrong. Who knows?
yeah, it could be different dirt configuration or tighter corners. All that
Yeah.
has come in effect when they give everyone the
But
rating for the race for the
yeah.
speed.
Okay.
They take all that in consideration. How tight was the corner? Was it more round? Was it tighter? How was the field? Was this rated at 6 horse field or was it rated at a 12 horse field?
Oh,
All that
okay.
comes in effect. All that raises the ratings.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that's sometimes when you play with those ratings, you got to kind of match apples with apples.
Yeah. No, I see where you're coming from. I did know that the West Coast, East Coast did rate their horses differently. I just didn't know it was track by track. So that's
Yeah,
good to know. Okay.
they do that in Europe too. I guess in Europe, the French they rate their horses different than United Kingdom. So
Yeah.
they don't even count them. Like we don't even care what you say. You're gonna start at the lowest one.
Damn.
So
And
we'll see.
this race I'm gonna share is the Wood Memorial, the most recent race Rodriguez ran. He will be the number 1 horse.
There you go.
So once again, guys, copyright purposes, all the videos we will show you will not have audio. It will be me and Nick talking over it, just so you guys can know.
This is a huge field right here. This is a field of 12.
Yes, sir. And this is a good race too. It's a big race out there in New York. The Wood Memorial is considered. I think this is also points for the Derby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and
And there
once
they
again,
go.
he's the number 1 horse in this race.
Kind of a front runner. He likes to be in the lead.
And once again, guys, look who's he racing against. Captain Cook. He was just in the race against Hills Road. You know,
Who was
so
a favorite at the last one, wasn't he?
he was a
Well, that's
favorite
what we
also in
watched.
the last one. So like I was telling you guys, some of these guys have already raced Kentucky Derby contenders, you know? And Rodriguez is showing that he's a front runner.
If you notice right here, the jockey's just rating him. That means he's just sitting on top, letting the horse do what he's gonna do. He's not asking for much. He's just letting him run.
The
Once you see
question,
him sit down a little lower and start pumping those arms, that means he wants him to go. But right now he's just letting the horse do whatever he wants. He's just controlling his little movements. Just stay in. He's just kind of driving him right now, not giving him gas, just letting him run, do his thing.
I like the fact how he was leading them by a length, and now he's let them catch up to him.
He's saving himself, but here we go into the turn. You'll see what he can do in the turn.
Everybody else
Hasn't
is
really lost
asking.
any ground.
Look, the favorite's asking. Grande number 7's asking. The
Not
8's
yet. He's
asking.
just letting him go right now.
The 5
As
is
soon as he comes
whipping.
out,
He's not
you're
even.
the one on
He's
the
not
outside
even
already whipping
pushing
him.
him.
Already whipping him.
Wow! Look, he's not. He just look
Look
right
at
there.
that.
He's asking.
Now, here we go. As soon as he hit that
Wow!
last furlong, let's go. Time to go. Time to go to
One
work.
whipped him
Now
once.
he's asking him.
See, this is a horse I can get behind. 2 whips and response. Look at that.
Look at
2
that. He had
whips. All
nothing
it
else
took.
to expect. Let him go.
Wow! What a race! He looked like would be a lead horse, man.
Yeah, he likes to lead.
You know, 128 speed figures at Aqueduct. I want to say he's have similar at Saratoga. They're both New York
Yep.
racetracks, but I sound alarm. Sound alarm.
That's it, huh? 8-1. Give
Sound
me 8 to
alarm. Eight
1.
to one. 8 to 1, guys. For
Yeah,
every $2 you bet, you're looking at $18 return.
for
So
$2.
yeah, $2. Yeah, my bad. $2 bet gets you $18 return.
Yeah,
So
around roughly,
roughly
give or
17,
take.
18,
Give or
17,
take.
18. Depends
Yeah.
where the favorite lands. Might affect the payouts.
Yes.
But Rodriguez is going to be my horse. I said I was gonna say at the end of the video. Rodriguez, guys.
Already, huh? All right.
Rodriguez. Mike
All right. All
Smith,
right.
Bob Baffert, and a good horse. What do you want me to say, Nick?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Baffert knows what he's doing, and a veteran jockey.
I'm a sucker for
43
Mikey
years.
Mike, man. I think he's a great
For
jockey.
sure. For sure.
So on to our next horse, guys. Our next horse. I really don't have much to say. Maybe Sir Nicholas has something
Oh,
to
I
say.
got Todd Fletcher, 19 years at it. He's got 4 first places, 9 second places, and 2 thirds.
Uncaged.
So
I really
I
didn't
think
see what.
he might have
Yeah,
more wins than everyone else at this.
he only has. Yeah, well, yeah. You're
And
talking about the trainer, right?
yeah, the trainer. And then we got Louis Saez with 2 first places and 1 third in the Belmont.
I just don't see nothing. You know, his speed figures, the highest one he had, he
No,
recorded
neither do I. Nor do I.
was 107, and that was his first race. His last race was oh look, it was against Hills Road, and he finished sixth place at the
Yeah,
Peter Pan. So I really don't have nothing to say.
I have
He's a,
nothing to say. I think
he's
we
a
could just
long
squip by him.
he's a long shot
But
bet.
anyone that watches Racing for the Crown, they have one of the trainers there, Rapoli. It's coming
Oh
out of
yeah,
his stables, one of his stables. That's the only good thing I could say about him. That his owner comes out
oh the
of a
owner, yeah,
show.
yeah, the owner.
His owner, but I don't know. I don't see anything with this guy. I don't know if you want to waste your
Uh,
time on him or what
nope,
you want to do.
nope. I want to go to the next horse. I
All
think
right, the next one. Now this is the one I'm
Uncaged.
talking about.
This is for all you borrachos and borrachas right here. This is
There you
what you
go.
get every time you guys go to your quinceañeras, to your
And the carne
bautizos,
asadas,
your
or just being a Tuesday or a
carnizadas.
Monday.
But yeah, a
It
regular
doesn't matter. We don't
day.
need to.
It's your horse crudo.
This is another Todd Fletcher horse. And then he's got Johnny V, Johnny Vasquez,
That's what I like about
35-year veteran, 2 first places, 3 seconds, 3 thirds at the Belmont.
this
And this horse is owned by Top Chef Bobby Flay.
Bobby
If you
Filet,
remember, he used to have a horse,
Mr.
Tony
Chef.
Pizza Bianca, who I also
Yep,
believe did really well.
I remember that horse. Yep, I
Yeah.
remember that horse. That's crazy.
So he's got a good trainer, a good jockey. If anyone in these big races, you want Johnny V on your side. Johnny Vasquez, I think he's one of the most reliable. This
Oh yeah,
and
for sure.
that French guy, I can't think of his name right now. I think it's Christopher.
Christophe Clement.
Yeah.
You're talking about the trainer, right?
No. Christian from France. Really good jogging.
Oh, Chucky. Sorry, I thought you said the trainer in New York.
Yeah. But
Wow.
I think Johnny Velasquez, though, he's got to definitely fight to keep this horse up there. We'll see.
Wow.
This
Okay.
is another front-running horse, though.
And he has good speed figures, guys. He showed in his last race 122 speed figures at Pimlico, which is basically where the Preakness was. And I believe the
Yeah,
race he ran, it was on Preakness Day. So that's the video I'm going ahead and share for the crowd, Nicholas.
that's
For all
it.
these borrachos and borrachas,
He's coming in at 14-1.
You might be convincing me here, man. This might be my horse.
Let's see him. What are we looking at? Remember what horse he was, Tony?
Yes, sir. I believe he was the number one horse, if I remember.
All right. There they
We're
go.
looking at the
I
one
know where
horse,
they go.
guys. Because I remember he was a front runner. So, yes, he is the number one horse. Once again, for copyright purposes, we cannot share the audio, guys.
Yeah. So here he goes, running towards the middle.
Yeah, running
Still
towards the
looking
middle.
good, not asking much, letting him do what he's gonna do. Crudo running in the Tennessee colors, by the way.
Yeah. And it looks like he's going to be. And he raced a good horse, man. He
And
raced
look
the
at him.
horse Invictus. Invictus was a
Invictus,
good horse.
yeah, that was another good one they thought.
They thought he was going to be a good runner, man.
Still not asking much, just letting him do what he's gonna do.
Another front runner. Now the question is Rodriguez or Crudo gonna be the one that's gonna take the lead, man?
I know. Are they gonna both try to battle
Because they're
and
both.
tire out, or do they get everyone off their track and everyone starts running after them?
Wow.
That's another one. It could be the rabbits. You know, like when you're watching the greyhounds and they run after the little electric rabbit. They don't know why they're running after it, but they know they want to catch them.
But look how smooth he's running around the turn, Nick. He's not even asking.
He's not even asking.
He even checked back once, two.
Got a little
Wow,
sideways, but
okay.
here we go.
Look at him go. Whipped him
There he
once,
goes. Now it's go. Time to go to work.
twice. Rodriguez got whipped twice.
That's he's not gonna whip him anymore. That's it. Letting him go. He knows.
Damn. So see,
Look
so
at
we'll
that.
have two racehorses that run in the front. That was a good
What is
race,
that?
man.
7 lengths, 6, 7 lengths.
6, 7 lengths easily. Crudo.
Yeah.
For you borrachos and borrachos, don't sleep on this guy. 14 to
So I
1.
don't know. This is the one I like. I like this one.
This is
I
your
think it'll be
ace.
tough to beat journalism, but
This your ace.
I'm gonna put him in there.
This is the horse you're betting to beat the favorites.
I think he's gonna try. He's gonna try a little hard out.
Wow. Okay. Look at Nick.
I like what I saw. I like everything about him. I think the jockey has a lot to do with it too.
Yeah. Well, you said Johnny V, right?
Yeah.
Really good. That he's been in the business for I want to say 20 plus years.
Yeah. And he's at 14-1 as of today when we're recording. And here's the next one by Asa. Another one I loved. If it would have been 10 feet more, he would have took the
I agree with you.
Derby.
10 feet more, he would have passed right through sovereignty and journalism.
And he was trucking.
There's
You want
good
to show another
speed.
race, or which one are you going with?
I think I'm gonna show him the Santa Anita Derby.
There you go.
Santa Anita Derby was good. He faced
Because then
journalism.
we got journalism up there,
Yeah,
which will be
so
our next horse. We could watch them two run, and then we don't have to watch journalism.
that's great for me. That's great for me.
Kill two
But
birds once
yeah,
again.
by
Another bird.
Asa,
It's
by
2 for 2
Asa,
with the killing two birds with one stone.
for me, by Asa Nick, honestly, he didn't have a bad ride in the Derby. He had a really good ride. Just I felt like maybe if the jockey would have kept them a little bit closer to the pace, or maybe just activated the punch a little bit sooner,
Yeah.
it would have been a different outcome. I probably see him running them down.
Did you say last time that you thought Sovereignty cut him off and he shot back a little bit?
Yeah, and that was in the Derby.
Yeah, in the Derby.
In the Derby, he cut
And I
him.
mean, he lost by a nose. Not
Pretty
even
much.
that.
Yeah,
And that head bag, that little back step.
and they're off.
So they're off.
I believe Baeza's the number 5 horse in this race.
And
This and
journalism is 5,
number
no?
one. No,
Journalism's
journalism's
5?
1. No, journalism's 1 and Baeza's 5. Look at how wide he goes on this turn, dude. Super wide. So journalism 1, Baeza 5. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone on this race. And look, they raced the old foe, Citizen Bull, Kentucky
It's
Derby.
another one that was a Barnes, man. I thought Barnes was going to come up, but he didn't make the points either, right?
No,
I thought that was going to be another good horse.
he was another horse that didn't make the points. A lot of people were making noise about him, but just
Here they go. They're almost like talking to each other. Look at that. So what should we do? What do you think? I don't know. Is it time to go? Not yet. Hold off. They're going toe to toe. I mean, every step to step. Look at them. Now it's time to go.
Look at the trouble trip journalism's having. So look, the Preakness, he had a trouble trip. The Santa Anita, he had a trouble trip. It looks
There he
like
goes.
he can handle trouble trips, man.
There you go.
Look at journalism. I'm just surprised how early Baeza went in this race, though. Compared to the Derby, how he closed.
Yeah.
This one, he just... Man, look at the strides for journalism, though, dude. That's so crazy. Power strides, dude. He only beat him by almost a length. Not a complete length. He beat him by 3/4 of a length. Too many good horses, Nick.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Asa,
Definitely.
Rodriguez, Sovereignty, Grudo. Grudo was freaking great, man.
Yeah.
That surprised me that Hills rode horse as well.
Hills rode another one everyone's talking about.
You know?
And I think it's got a pretty good chance as well.
Yeah, and, actually, I don't want to be that guy. Journalism. I'm just going to share his stats so people can remember who's his jockey, who's his trainer, but we're a channel that we don't like the favorites, but
Well, sometimes you got to go with them.
journalism's looking hard to beat, guys. I can tell you that. Journalism's looking hard to beat. He's with Michael McCarthy.
Michael McCarthy.
He record at the Preakness 139 speed figures.
Well, this guy's only coming one time, coming third. He's a 19-year veteran. But like I said, I think this guy's from Canada, Tony. So he used to run up in Woodbine and all that area up there. And same thing with this jockey, Rispoli.
Rispoli,
comes out of Italy. He was champion in Italy, 09 and 10. And then he bounced around, I think, France and UK, and then came to Canada. He came to Canada first before he came down to the United States.
Yeah, because I saw him.
East Coast.
He's in East Coast now?
I think he used to be at East Coast. He used to run up that way. Night runs.
Really?
Yeah. Before he came over to California.
What?
He used to run Woodbine a lot.
Okay, yeah.
That area.
Yeah, Woodbine, Canada, yeah.
The early years. We're talking early years. Tony, he's been 19 years at it.
Yeah, damn. I do remember him, though, coming to the West Coast prior, maybe 5 to 8 years ago, somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, that's not even half his.
Yeah.
Once you get in California, you never want to leave.
And guess what's our last horse?
Our last horse, poor thing. Hard to honor.
Nicholas Sweetheart.
Why? Why? They got a lot of backlash because they didn't go with an American jockey who knew what was happening.
Broke your heart? Heart of Honor broke your heart?
Safi tried. She came in 5th, but out of 9.
Sadly,
Fifth
I
out of
don't
9.
even
So
I don't even want to show the people the race because the Preakness that horse didn't show up. I didn't see the horse throughout the whole race. The
yeah, I don't
whole
think it's gonna do
race,
much this one either, Tone.
you know.
Basically.
I don't want to say anything bad, but I just don't think the jockey
Yeah.
is the right choice. Once again,
No.
she runs out in the UK, in Ireland, right? No, in
Then United, the United Kingdom and
United Kingdom,
in United Emirates.
United Emirates. Okay, so I didn't see much in the Preakness. Once again, 7 great jockeys out of 8. I'm sorry to discredit her, but
Yeah.
there's
Maybe
a
next year. That would be awesome.
if she comes down this way and races,
Let her race down here for a bit and get a little taste of it.
you have Mike Smith, you have Johnny V, you have Flavian Pratt, you have Irad Ortiz, you have Johnny V, you have
Yep.
Junior Alvarado. It's like the list.
That's
List
the
is
top of
still
the top
high.
right there. That's the creme
And
of the creme.
I'm missing one more before, but I
Yeah.
just don't see Heart of Honor, especially the race that she raced out there in the Preakness. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
There was
There's no.
so many other jockeys that could have came down from the UK.
Even
But
they could have gave it to Frankie Dettori if they
the
really
Tory,
wanted to.
I think the Tory's out in back in the UK for a bit. I think
No way. That's pretty
he's gonna
cool.
be doing something up there. I hear.
That's cool.
He didn't run the Preakness. Did he run the Preakness? He didn't run
No,
any big horses.
no. He
Yeah.
ran, I think, the Derby. No, oh no, he didn't run the
Yeah.
Derby either.
So
But they could have had him. He's a really good jockey.
yeah.
He
Over there, they're
knows.
loyal though. It's almost like a club. It's like
Yeah.
you get chosen to be on a team. Not like here, you could ride for me. Come over and ride for me now, and then know that they're loyal. I'm only riding for this stable.
Yeah.
So
But
then they have their little I guess you call it a syndicate of jockeys.
I'm gonna dare you, Nick. I'm gonna dare you to tell me what horse is winning the Derby.
Which one's gonna win?
Which one's gonna win? Not
Oh,
which
we know
one
which
you
is gonna
want to
win.
win.
Which one's coming second and third? You're asking.
Whoa. Who's coming in first?
Journalism.
Oh, just like that, journalism.
Journalism.
I'm gonna call you and raise you sovereignty. Yes,
Sovereignty.
I was just talking shit about him 30 minutes ago in this video, but there's something about that horse. There's something about the Godolphin stables, maybe.
That has a lot to do with it.
It's like the Illuminati of horse racing stables.
Yeah.
Just saying, but it's
Well, you
not
got
even
money.
that. I saw that it came from way far back. It beat journalism, but you know what? That's who I think is gonna win on paper.
Yeah.
On paper, but who's going to win, in my opinion? Ring the bell, Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, huh?
Rodriguez.
All
There's
right.
gonna be something that I think is gonna help him. The post position, he gets post position number 3, so he's not far out in the route.
I'm gonna go if Crudo doesn't tire him out, he might come in third behind Crudo or Baeza. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Okay,
Baeza's gonna step up.
you heard
And
it here first.
He's got
Nick,
jockey of the last year, 2024 jockey of the year,
that's who you want to win.
Flavian Pratt.
Baeza's is who you want to win. That's
Who's gonna win? I think
No, no.
Crudo's gonna try a little hard out. I don't think no one's gonna beat journalism.
No, that's on paper win, right? That journalism is on
Journalism.
paper for you.
Yeah.
What's the horse you think is gonna win? Not on paper, you.
I think Crudo has a good chance, and I think Rodriguez has a good chance. But
See?
I think they're both gonna tire each other out. Crudo and Rodriguez are gonna battle in the front, and I think Rodriguez, off of injury, will not
Yeah.
be able to withstand the end.
Okay.
You might see him pull back after the turn. 'Cause he's coming off an injury, Tony. He's coming off an injury, and that's what scares me. He is a good horse. We saw him run, but then he also had a bruised toe.
This is a sink or swim trial for him. And personally, with the jockey he has and the trainer he has, Bob Baffert wouldn't be entering this race if he knows he didn't have anything.
But is Bob Baffert going to risk this horse getting injured to win and never run again? Because you got the Breeders' Cup coming up. Would you rather let him fix his little foot and run the Breeders' Cup and win that? Or would you let him win
Hey,
the Belmont?
all I gotta say is Mike Smith.
Well, here's one. Would you rather win at home or would you rather win away? If you were in the World Series, would you want to win the World Series away or would you rather win the World Series at home? Both.
He's winning the Belmont. And
Bob Baffert's West Coast. He's waiting to come back to. If anything, Mike Smith has. If you feel he's getting injured, you pull back and we save him for another day.
I hope you're wrong, but
I don't know. I mean, it's a risk. It's a risk he's gonna have to take.
for a reason he didn't scratch him out. I'm assuming he needed the rest. He did run in the Wood Memorial on the 25th, so we're looking at almost 2 months of rest. We're going about a month and a half of rest.
But the Preakness was 2-3 weeks ago.
But yeah, but he didn't run in the Preakness.
Yeah.
So he didn't run in the Preakness. He didn't run in the Derby. I don't know.
And then we also have that they're running 1.25 miles.
Yeah.
And the Derby was
a furlong more, and he did not look tired at the end of the Wood Memorial. He kept on running. He kept on running.
But what about now? Sovereignty comes. Sovereignty had the lead, and the Derby is a little longer. What is that? A mile and a quarter as well, right?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same.
Yeah.
If it would have been the natural 1 mile and a half, I think Rodriguez wouldn't have lasted.
Yeah.
Personally. But now that it's 1.25 miles, I think he has something to prove. I think he's gonna be like, hey, guess who's back?
But I think Crudo's going to give him a run, and watch, you're going to see both of those two are going to take off running, and then one of them is going to get tired, and it's going to be Rodriguez.
I'm hoping it's Crudo, because guess what happens to borrachas and borrachos? They end up falling.
But what about Hill Road?
Hill Road's going to be an exotics. Trifecta, maybe exacta. I don't know. I think Sovereignty. It's good. On paper, I told you, Sovereignty is going to win. On paper.
Sovereignty, who's in second? Rodriguez.
He next out Rodriguez.
Let's see. Rodriguez either comes in first or doesn't come in.
Just so you guys know, guys, we are gonna be posting our bets on our Instagram. I'm gonna work harder,
and you're gonna see that Rodriguez either wins or loses. There's no seconds. You either give it all or you don't go.
I just told you he's gonna get necked by Sovereignty, necked at the wire.
I don't see it. I think his little foot's gonna hurt and he's gonna pull back.
Sorry, Nicholas, but
we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be good to see it play out.
It's going to be good.
And we might be fooled, and maybe Uncaged comes out of nowhere and laughs at everybody as he runs by them.
Dude, Uncaged and Heart of Honor exacta. Just imagine.
I'm going $50 on Heart of Honor at 17-1.
Dude, I'm going to play a $5 exacta with the 2 long shots just in case.
You never know. Maybe everyone might fall off the horses.
Imagine? Holy shit, that would be crazy. But closing remarks, guys. Me, on paper, Sovereignty, the 2-horse. Me, as a handicapper, as what I see and possibilities of winning, Rodriguez. Put all your money on Rodriguez. I'm playing, guys. Don't put all your money. Put $20 to $50 if you have them on Rodriguez just to win. That's all you need.
I'm going to go with a 7 with 6-5 and Sovereignty in third.
Wow, Sovereignty in third.
Yeah, Crudo Baeza coming second.
Whoa.
You have to, Tony. You have to put a long shot up there.
Oh, no, of course. I'm not saying I'm not going to put a long shot, but it's just...
I'm going to go journalism.
You're
Baeza, Crudo in second, Sovereignty in third.
You're not even putting Rodriguez up there. That's just amazing.
I think now that I think back, I think Rodriguez pulls back. If anything, he beats Heart of Honor. They should have a bet. That Rodriguez beats Heart of Honor.
There are probably prop bets out there at those.
They should have them. They should have it.
Yeah, in those bookie bets, those whatever.
I think Heart of Honor takes Rodriguez. If Rodriguez doesn't come in first, he doesn't come in. He can't. Under orders from Baffert. It's win or nothing.
I can't hear you right now.
Come on, Tony. You can't risk him. You bring him back for the breeders. And we'll have this conversation again, once again.
Rodriguez is winning the Belmont. Rodriguez is winning the breeders. Back-to-back champion. Classic.
I would rather win the World Series at home. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to come with the breeders.
Look, Rodriguez is winning away and at home. He's a close at home. This is game 6. He wins it away, and he comes back home and wins game 7.
He comes back in the opener and wins it again?
He comes back home and wins in game 7. Bye-bye.
I don't see it. It's either win or nothing.
So, your closing remarks. What do you want to say before we close this?
Closing remark is journalism.
Wow.
Crudo Baeza second and Sovereignty in third.
You heard that, guys? You heard that from Nick. He might be onto something.
I'm going to go $10. I'm going to go $10 on that one. I'm going to go $10 trifecta. Journalism, Baeza, Crudo. And I might even switch it. I might go Sovereignty, Crudo, Baeza, journalism.
I'm just going to go quick and dirty. $50, Rodriguez will win.
That's it.
That's it. But stay tuned to our Instagram, guys.
Send me the money. I'll cover you. Send me the money.
Oh,
I'll cover that. Bet. Don't even waste your time. Don't give it to TVG, and I'll save it for you. I'll buy you something nice when I see you.
hey, our upgraded mics are. Hey,
So remember your $50. Here you go.
Rodriguez.
Don't ever bet like that again.
Rodriguez might be able to give us our new mics for our podcast. Just think about it.
There you go.
But
We'll just build up money with your dumb bets. He doesn't have a prayer, Tony.
You'll see.
It either wins or nothing.
We'll be back on Monday.
We'll see on Monday.
And
Monday I'll have $50 more,
You know what?
everybody.
Should we do a prop bet if Rodriguez places in the top 3?
He won't. He's either win or lose. Win or nothing.
Do you have a paper bag?
Win or nothing.
We're gonna have to go get a paper bag and just put it right here.
I will do it as an unknown comic. I will come out. If Rodriguez beats Heart of Honor, then I'll give you back your $50.
You'll be shocked, Nick. You'll be shocked, Rodriguez.
I don't see it. I think he's gonna be under strict rules. You either win it, tells Mike Smith you're gonna win this, or you're gonna pull back, and we save him for another day.
In Mike Smith, we trust.
And Rodriguez's little foot, we hope.
Stay tuned to our Instagram.
We'll
guys.
see.
Our bets are going to be up there. Nick's gonna send me his bets.
All right.
We'll post my bets. This was the Chalk Talk podcast episode.
There we go. Our 8th.
Right?
And we'll
feels
see.
good to be back. I'm your host, Tony.
And Nick. And see you all next week, everybody.
See you guys next week.
Good luck.
Signing
and
off.
This is all in fun. This is all in fun. Even though Tony's wrong, we got this. You're all right.
I got my goggles on.
Goggles
on.
I'm going to put a bet down. See if we got one that Heart of Honor beats Rodriguez.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Rodriguez doesn't win.
Signing off, guys. Good luck.
Good day. Peace.